Good morning. Are you happy today? Is it? Okay. Shall we continue our topic? You know, our syllabus already given to you. Now we are dealing with the unit number 2, module number 2. Last class we discussed sentence, how sentence we can frame, what will be the non-flexible order of the sentence, and look at the board. Now we discussed what is declarative pattern. Already discussed what is declarative pattern. It is positive pattern, it is negative pattern. We'll change into negative. From declarative, second step we go to negative. Then after negative we can frame questions, and from the area questions we discussed certain areas related to supra-sentential grammar, what is called the method of inversion and what is the method of insertion followed by inversion. From insertion and inversion, how you can reach WH questions, all these we discussed. Am I right? Already discussed. So step by step I will again analyze and make a review. Declarative type sentence you take as V plus O pattern, then change them to negative, apply negative elements like no, not, some words like few, scarcely, all these words you put inside. Result, you will get a negative. After that, this next pattern is changing to question. How this statement can be converted to a question. For that method, we follow this step: inversion, insertion, and WH question. I'll give you one example more to rewind yourself. All right. Example: once you get POX and MOX, it is easy to invert. Example: they can write a poem. Example, you will get. So MOX appeared. After getting a MOX in a sentence, after getting a primary auxiliary in a sentence, very easy. Then you put inside, you will get can, you will get invert them to the front. Can they write a poem? Put a question mark. This is applicable to all sentences which have POX, primary auxiliaries and modal auxiliaries. You can easily make a question. This method is, earlier we studied yes or no pattern, now we study inversion method. After that, in certain sentences, we don't have primary auxiliary and modal auxiliary. We don't have primary auxiliary and modal auxiliary. You will write example: they play, all right, football. One example. Here in this sentence, no auxiliary appear. What do you call modal auxiliary not appearing? So what shall we do? We can apply one primary auxiliary inside, preferably do. It is written by communicative English grammarians, all right, Jeffrey Leach. You fetch do as a primary auxiliary, put inside. Then step will be, all right, they, all right, do. It is taken from the primary auxiliary group, do, plus not, in bracket, then play, then bracket, full stop. They do not play football, you get. So this is the possibility of pox appearance. Then after that, you have two possibilities of making questions. Am I right? One is the method positive, the other one is negative. Then automatically, after inserting primary auxiliary, you invert. Then you will get do they play football? Question mark. This is positive question. Then after this step, suppose you underline football, then you can add WH. What do they play? Question mark. Answer, you will get a football. So this is the method by which communicative suprasentential grammarians make proceedings from statement. What method you can apply? That method is called inversion. First method, then insertion, then inversion, again WH word. From the back you apply, you will get a expected phrase or expected area as answer. This was the area last day. This only a revision that day we discussed in the previous class. I hope everybody is writing in the notebook all these methods. So we slowly discuss what is a declarative sentence, what is a positive sentence, what is an affirmative sentence. After that, what is a negative sentence, how you can make a negatives by adding no and not inside the sentence with ox and mox. With a finite verb and a non-finite verb, you can put simply no and not. You will get a result, negative patterns. After that, you jump into the question area. This question area will give you a picture of different steps. First step, inversion step. Second step, insertion step. And followed by inversion step. Because immediately after insertion, you have to do the process of inversion. So that step is called insertion followed by inversion. After that, dynamic question WH, how to make, select WH word suitable to the underlined area. Then add from the beginning. You will get a example, what do they play. Another example, one more example we will take. Then you will understand finally what is the process. Example, all right, we, all right, 8, all right, an apple, all right, at 10 a.m. One example, or 10 o'clock. You write 10 a.m. or 10 o'clock. What possible question? Apple is here, 10 a.m. possible. Two possible questions you can frame. What is the process? Second step, here no ox and pox available. So we depend do as a pox. Apply. Here V, 8 is called V4. Depending on V4 nature, we apply did. Alright, did. Not, V4 means past. We did plus not. Then remaining, alright, eat. Plus an apple, alright, at 10 a.m. Then insertion over. Then possibility of positive and negative area coming. Then you apply inversion. Did we eat an apple? 10 o'clock or 5 o'clock? No problem. Positive question. Did we eat an apple? Yes, we ate an apple. Answer finish. Then you want an apple. You want at 10 o'clock. Two possible questions. Depending on this phrase, inquire what WH word you can apply here. Then an apple. You will get what did we eat? Question mark will be answering an apple. Then, alright, when, alright, did we eat? Answer will be at 10 a.m. or 10 o'clock. Means you can take any possible type of statement. After statement, underline the real sense of the verb. Then if no possibility of pox and mox appearing, depend on do, fetch the do, and correspondingly underline the tense. Then correct form of do you apply here, then invert, then apply WH, you will get statement answer. This is the step from WH questions. So we can make any statement possible, all right, to a question. This process that we ordered. So again you remember about what is our method of pox and mox. That will jump to the next step, what is called a QT system. QT system probably you studied in your semester 2. But again, for the completion of the process, we'll give you a picture. What is called a QT system? QT system is called question tag system. Keep in mind, this method is used for communicative English. Normally, it is meant for communicative English, spoken English. So, QT system, learning QT system will fetch you a lot of things. So, keep in mind what is the process going on there. QT system, suppose you get a statement, yes plus V plus OS statement. The same process, underline the pox and mox. If pox and mox appearing, instead of inversion, you can take to the front. Example, they, boy can sing a song. All right, they can sing a song. Subject, you will get a can sing verb, a song object. This is the statement you get. Here, what did you understand? You understand can as a modal auxiliary. Then, instead of taking to the front, to the back side, you take to the front. All right. Then put a comma here. You will write the can. Plus, here this is positive. Then you add not. This is the rule. All right. Then you put the boy. All right. The boy, instead of boy, you write pronoun he. Then you will contract. This is the step tag question. Unless you contract the area, you can't get a tag. Then you will get a canned contraction, can't he. All right. How you derive this answer? How do you derive this answer? Only by locating a primary auxiliary or modal auxiliary in the statement. Then you take to the front. Then if it is positive, you apply negative. Then you find a corresponding suitable pronoun. Then contract the area. You will get can't he as answer. Means, first rule in keep in mind, positive statements will take a negative tags. And a negative statements you will get a positive tags. So, second method keep in mind, please check whether the sentence carries pox and mox. If pox and mox is there, simply you can find out the tag question. So, question tag is very important area of the different questions. We follow different steps. All right, the basic rule that we finish, or step number 1. Second rule that is called AM rule. All right, AM rule that you study, AM rule, already studied in the high school, higher secondary level. AM rule. What is meant by AM rule? AM rule, if it is taken in the tag question, sometime it will change its shape. All right, I'm a doctor. All right, I am a doctor. This is a positive statement. All right, but when it takes here am plus not plus I, all right, contraction. In the contraction, it is said are in the high. So this is a technical side that you keep in mind. Am, this is called am step or am rule step. So all these steps are available in the traditional grammar book. Do application, I told you. All right, all these areas. Then step number 2 finish, step number 3. All right, words like, keep in mind, words like everybody, all right, somebody, like so many words are there. You can copy down everybody, someone, all these tags are there. So all these tags will take they, because they are considered to be plural in shape. So their rule is that. Then next, let theory. All right, let theory is there. What is meant by let theory? That is step number 4. All right, once in the statement you get let, all right, tag will be always positive. When let, that is called a let theory, let rule or let step. When let coming, example, let us go to the park. An example here, let coming, the rule will be shall we, let, all right, you'll get shall we, positive. Here no thinking about negative question or positive question. Always it will be like that. Let is called a let theory. And step number 6, 5, you have to keep words like, in the statement some words will appear as a negative forms. Example, you can copy down little, one word, little, that refers to negative. Few, then hardly, scarcely, barely, rarely. Again repeat, little, few, hardly, scarcely, then barely, etc. They are called semi-negatives. Once negative elements like these appearing, your tag will be positive. Example, little is known. Little is known. All right, little is known. This is little is known. Little stands for negative. Little stands for negative. So once the word appear here, you have to check whether negative element is there or not. If it is negative, tag will be positive. So be careful. The words will be little, few, hardly, scarcely, rarely, barely. Once they come, you have to find the tag in the positive way. In the same way, anyone, step number 7, anyone, someone, all right, somebody, all these are technical. Subjects, when they come to be anyone, someone, somebody, nobody, anybody, tag will be plural. Someone gave the correct answer. Example, someone gave the correct answer. One example given, someone gave the correct answer. Someone gave the correct answer. We want to get a change. We want to get a negative, a question tag. How you can use? Someone looks like a singular but considered to be plural. That is why we tell you, words you write down, anyone, someone, somebody, nobody, anybody, none. All these are plural shape. So here someone gave the correct answer. Application of do here, this is V4. Then we apply, all right, did plus not plus someone considered to be plural, then you write they. Question tag will be didn't, contraction will be didn't they. Contraction will be didn't they. So keep in memory words like this will make you confused. So again I repeat, someone, anyone, someone, anyone, somebody, nobody, anybody, none. All these words are considered plural form. In the way, no one was injured. Example, no one was injured. All right, here, no one was injured. No one. By looking one, you will confuse it is in singular. No, it is considered to be plural. No one was injured. What will be the answer? Here, pox appearing. We cannot easily take here. Why? No one is considered to be plural. So, correspondingly, this was will be here. Where? Because no one is there. Where? Plus no one here. No appearing. One here. Where? They. No contraction possible. Answer is where they. Answer is where they. That is why we call someone, anyone, somebody, then nobody, anybody, none, neither. They all call. Then another importance coming. Once you get, that is important rule. All right. Once you get a very good imperative. Example, imperative that we already discussed. What is imperative? Giving orders. I ask one girl, get out. That is an imperative order. We ask, Jolie, get out. Means what? Jolie, our student, will get out. All right. Means what? That is an order. That is an order. Get out means order. Mean imperative has another shape. Please come here. Jolie, please come here. Means what? That is imperative. Politeness. So imperative has two concepts. One is politeness, one is order. Once we apply tag there, what will be the problem? That is our problem. All right, negatives. Example, read, eat, allowed. All right, this is an order. This is an imperative. Read it aloud. Normally, teacher is asking the class, student, read it aloud, read it aloud, read it aloud. It's an order. It's a command by the teacher. Then what will you put it here? Our basic rule, negative. It is positive statement, negative to be applied. Am I right? Some. So here in imperatives, Michael Swan says, in imperatives like orders, both possible. Read it aloud, negative tag will be applied. Read it aloud, positive tag also will be applied. Get out, come here, positive, negative will be applied. But meaning will be different. That you have to keep in mind. Read it aloud. Example, normally goes, will you? All right, this is positive. Read it aloud, will you? Some people use it, won't you. How won't coming here? Will plus, not plus, will not combined. Contraction, you will get owned. Means what I try to talk, imperatives coming, possible, what? Negative, positive, possible. But meaning, it shows. Michael Swan says, once you apply a negative tag for an imperative, irrespective of the tense given there, you will apply will you, won't you like. If negative applies and in the tag, means most urgency. If you do not go, example, get out, won't you? Means what? If you do not go out of my sight, your shape will be different. Means, will you please get out? We change, won't you? Will you? Will you? Somewhat polite. But In the sense, won't you means it is an order. Most urgency. In the example, shut the door. Won't you? Shut the door. Will you? Both are possible. But we give won't you as very urgency if need. In the sense that you have to keep. And after all these have different steps that you refer to any one of the grammar books and keep an order. So after declarative, we reached a negative, then we reached questions method, inversion, insertion, WH pattern, then question tag pattern also over. Then we go to choice pattern. Choice pattern. What is choice pattern? This area already mentioned in the previous semester. Choice pattern is easy. You get two concepts. What I am talking about, different types of framing questions. We make a different framing questions. Once you get an essay topic, once you get a paragraph, write about questions. So you can include from the basic what all the question pattern that we have discussed. Questions, first one, inversion type, yes or no type, insertion followed by inversion, then WH pattern, then question tag pattern, choice pattern coming, choice pattern. You get two concepts, one or two concepts. Then example, it is based on conjunction, we write or. Alright, a simple question. It is also like a question tag. We put it in the communicative English. Or type, which is based on or. Example, sky. One example I give, sky, blue or white. Alright, you get a concept. Sky, blue, white. Two concepts for one object. Then your question will be, is sky blue or white? Question mark. So this, the presence of or will get a choice. So this is the choice pattern, like mango, ripe or tender. Is mango ripe or tender? It is based on a choice pattern. Is it your pen or his? People ask. So this or, application of or as a conjunction, you will make a type of question. This is choice question. Again, we reach the choice pattern. The last one is called indirect pattern. Indirect pattern. So how many steps that we studied in the questions form? Different. You just imagine. First we got a statement. After that statement we reached the questions. First one is inversion. Second one is insertion. Insertion, because no POX and MOX available. So what shall we do? We fetch, do, or does, or did, put inside, then take, invert. So insertion followed by inversion. After that, suitable WH questions from the back, application done, result will be the answer given in the question. Then after that, you will go to question tag system. Then after that, choice patterns. Then last one is called indirect pattern. Indirect pattern. Alright. Indirect pattern. Very important in the communicative English. Here we have 8 steps. First step, you will get a one question. The same question, without changing its meaning, you have to make it jump to different other 8 steps. So keep in mind the frame. First frame will be different, last frame will be same. How to frame? This is called indirect pattern. So indirect pattern is useful in the communicative English, in spoken English, wherever you go. Send example, we will take first one. Symbol, that is interrogative pattern. Where is the post office. Simple example. We take where is the post office? Somebody asking where is the post office? This is framework number 1. Where is the post office? Question number 1. We have to make it jump to other 8 patterns. Meaning should not be changed. This is called the indirect pattern. Communicative English grammar method. So, anyway, where is our college? When is our result coming? Where is the police station? Where is the railway station? Question simple, but can be developed and redeveloped, rewritten in different ways. It is called indirect pattern. How to frame? Some people say, second pattern, excuse me. All right, do you know? All right, where is the post office? Or where the post office is? Some people asking like, where the post office is? Or do, excuse me, do you know where is the post office? Communicative English. In the same way, will you please tell me? Another frame. Will you please tell me? All right, where is the post office? Third one. Like 8 patterns available, you have to keep in mind. 4. Would you please tell me? All right, would you please tell me? All right. So like this, again, would you please, like that you can use could you tell me? Some people ask like that, could you tell me where is the post office? It is very polite way. Communicative English, people use in a very polite way. Could you tell me? Then some people ask, may I know where is the post office? So next one is, could you tell me? Another one is, may I know where is the post office? You go to the street and ask somebody, could you tell me? May I know where is the railway station is? People ask. So may I know is a method. Some other people asking, I would like to know where is the post office. I would like to know where is the post office. Some people go some extent further. I request you to tell me where is the post office. So how many methods are there? Question number 1 is there, but based on this question, different patterns appearing. These methods are called indirect methods. So again repeat what all things in continuation of the previous class we did. All right, we did first of all we get a statement. This statement will be changed to a question. All right, and this is before changing to a question we have the facility to make it negative. So first pattern declarative, other affirmative pattern, sentence pattern. Then let it go to the negative. Application level is there. Have you get a mox and a pox? Add no and not. All right. If some words like no and not, like little, like scarcely, like barely, like rarely, like seldom, like few, all these words are semi-negatives. Once they appear, consider it negative. Consider it negative. So to make a negative sentence from a declarative pattern, remember negative elements applied with the verbal elements. Then negative patterns you will get. After application of negatives, we think about different patterns of questions. Am I right? You follow me? And these different types of questions, first one is what you studied in the high school, yes or no. This yes or no in college level, suprasentential grammar method, they call it inversion method. How to do inversion? Underline, then you understand where pox and mox appearing. After pox and mox appearing, then inversion very easy. You can lift them to the front, then put a question mark. Your answer will be yes or no. Your answer will be yes or no. The inversion after. But some people have a confusion. Once you do not get pox and mox. Follow me. Once you do not get pox and mox, or primary auxiliary and model auxiliary not appearing, then what will you do? It is easy. Fetch primary auxiliary do. Because we have 3 primary auxiliaries. One is called be form. One is called do form. Second one is have form. So you depend on do. Correspondingly, consider which tense of the verb is used there. Then, depending on pox tense, do apply here, does apply here, did apply here. Then, after application, these do and does and did cannot simply stand. Then put a not in bracket for the time being. Then 2 possibilities appearing. One possibility is framing positive inversion, then negative inversion. So insertion followed by inversion depending on the finite verb. So keep in mind. Suppose you get primary auxiliary and modal auxiliary, things are very easy. If you're not getting, find out the corresponding suitable do to the verb given of the sentence. Is it clear to you? Is it understanding? Otherwise, you ask me doubts, we will clarify once again. So, normally we reach after here questions, inversion, insertion, then WH question. After that, correspondingly, you select WH word. Then apply from the back. You will get interrogative patterns. Interrogative patterns different. Interrogative words to be applied first. Then later you will get question tag. Generally, I told you positive tag will take negative. Negative tag will be taking positive. In the case, negative tags, negative words are appearing. Example little, example rarely, I told you seldom, few. All these words coming in the statement, tag will be positive. Tag you have to write. Little is known about. Another example I took little is known about. Example here, little is known about. Alright, what will be the question? Here little, negative element coming. Is pox coming? You take. Alright, comma. Little is it. Here no tag, no contraction possible. Why? This is little is known. By the presence of little, it has become negative. So here tag will be positive. Means no contraction possible. No contraction needed. All this area to be kept in mind. After that, you will get a choice pattern. After that, you will get indirect pattern. Is it clear? The area over of different sentence patterns in the syllabus. Sentence patterns, word order patterns, the sentence. 3 areas, 3 units now we cover in the module number 2. Alright. After that sentence pattern, you generally come areas like sentence basic patterns that you have to keep in mind. Sentence we have different patterns. Before that, I'll give you 2-3 examples that you have to make it as a home assignment to make indirect questions. 1. You make indirect questions. 1. You can copy down this. Right? How can I reach the station? How can I reach the station? Alright. This to be converted to other 8 steps. 8 steps already discussed. All these areas, all these questions to be converted to 8 other steps. When will the results be out? When will be the results out. When will be the results out? You have to change into different indirect patterns. Example, excuse me, do you know? Will you please tell me? Would you please tell me? May I know? I would like to know. I request you to know. Tell me, like that. In the same way, after that you go to choice pattern, which are unfamiliar to you. That is why I make you 2-3 assignments. All right. It coat or shirt. Choice pattern. You can change into choice pattern. You like tea, coffee. All right. Change into choice pattern. All these areas you have to cover. Then question tag pattern also. You do 2-3 home assignments. Then doubts that you can ask me. All right. Normally after this area, so declarative, negative, questions, inversion, insertion, inversion, WH pattern, question pattern, choice pattern, indirect pattern given. This module now goes to basic sentence patterns. All right, these are the fundamentals. After that, we go to basic sentence pattern called BSP. In super sentential grammar, we call BSP, basic sentence patterns. All right, we have 7 to 8 basic sentence pattern. First one is already we studied from the beginning. What is called S plus V plus O. You have to make sentences from this structure. 8 to 9 steps we are going to follow. So keep in study, understand all these the steps by which we can frame basic sentence patterns. All these fundamental sentences can be converted to them, and these are called BSP pattern, basic sentence pattern. How you can frame S plus V plus O. Example, John, all right, eats a mango. All right, one example. John, subject, eats, verb, mango, object. Over. Pattern number 1. Basic pattern number 1. Over. Example. Another example. Sam threw a ball. Sam is threw, verb, a ball, object. Finish. 2 patterns over. 2 patterns over. Means same pattern, different example. Like that you have to frame examples. What is the structure? Basic structure. S, V, O pattern. Another one is second one. S plus V plus C. What is this? This is the second pattern given. All right. Subject followed by verb followed by complement. What is complement idea? This area to cover after parts of speeches. What is a complement? Complement to be discussed here. This is area coming. This is area coming in the parts of speech elementary area. What is complement? Instead of object we get a complement. Complement means as a function of adjective. Example, all right, example, Mary is happy. One example, Mary is happy. Here Mary, subject, verb, is happy, not object. It is not object. Why? It is not a noun. It is not object means it is not a noun. So normally this word, in which area does it belong to? It belongs to complement function. Complement function. It is a function of ADJ. It goes to modify Mary. Not John happy here. Mary is happy here. So this happy as a word though stands on the position of object, it stands to qualify Mary. So it is called complement. So basic, so many patterns are there? 7 to 8 patterns are there. First pattern, S plus V plus U. Second pattern, S plus V plus C. You have to keep in mind, keep in memory, underline all these areas. Then you study yourself, write sentences. Depending on the structure, English will be very, very dynamic. These are presented by all the grammar schools, especially suprasentential grammar. Third one, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one, like that. Patterns are there, we'll teach you next class. So keep in mind, these are the basic fundamental patterns by which you can frame beautiful sentences. 2 examples done today. Later, we'll see you another day. Thank you.